Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Flight here. In this video, we're doing a video on these pumas. They are a World War II heavy armored car. Pretty cool, if you ask me. And these are all the variants I've made. The sdkfz 231, sdkfz 234/1, sdkfz 234/2, and sdkfz 234/4. The sdkfz 231 has lighter armor than all the others, just like the real one, and has a little bit different design and turret. sdkfz 231 and all the others have heavier armor, but the 231 or 234/1, I mean, has a AA gun instead, and the 234/4 and 2 both have cannons that I made using the rocket launcher in Space Engineers. And this is the rear. We've got some tires, spare tires for if they break down or whatever, you need to repair it. And yeah, so this one right here, the 234/2, the one with the turret, the bigger turret, is my favorite. The 234/4 is my second favorite, and then maybe the 231 and 234/1 in order of what I like best. But one of the other things is that the 231 has that little armored shield in the front, just like the real one. Well, some of the variants had that. Has lighter armor. This one actually goes slightly slower than the others, just like the real life counterparts. And then they have the little jack for jacking up the vehicle so you can put the new tire on if it breaks. And we have some gyroscopes on the back just for cosmetics. But I was just pointing out there that you could put the jack in that little spot there under the fender. Has an antenna. This vehicle is also powered by a hydrogen engine. There are some hydrogen tanks and a connector on the bottom for refueling. There are some little cargo ports around where you can store things like maybe rifles or ammo, which is pretty neat since there are new. They redid the weapons in Space Engineers, so maybe you could have like each rifle or whatever and their own ammo in their own little cargo container. But yeah, now I'm just showing the different turret. I may have to make a different blueprint for this 231 variant because the turret doesn't work as hoped. All the others have 360 except for the 234/4, which the real one doesn't. It's just a pack 40 that can move a few degrees to the left and right. But this one has two Gatling guns for its primary weapon, and kind of sensitive turret. Honestly, not my best design out of all of these. And now I wasn't the first one to make these pumas. I had seen some people make some in the past, but never continued like development in these. I was completely what is the word? What is the word? I can't think it. I am dedicated to these pumas. They're one of my favorite armored vehicles. But all of these vehicles, except for the 231, have a rear driver's seat, which wouldn't work if you have somebody already in the front. But you have a better way of driving in reverse because you can just switch seats, and then it's easier to control for those of you who have trouble driving backwards from the front seat. And if you want to, actually, you can have people in the back seat control the turret, so you can have a multi crewed vehicle if you want to. But since I'm playing on Xbox, some of the multiplayer is limited, so probably won't be doing that, at least not as much. But yeah, that was a little demonstration on the capabilities of using the backseat. Now there are the little cargo containers on the side. The real one would have little cabinets right there. I don't know what they would really store, like during World War II and stuff. But there's that little jack for parts, maybe. If you, the little box on the jack, if you want to store something in there, you will have to grind it down because it won't stay on. But yeah, it's there if you want it. Now this is the 234/1. You can zoom in and zoom out with the camera using your zoom in ability with the, you know, if you've ever used the third person camera in a vehicle where you can look around, you can zoom in and zoom out. But yeah, you can do that with the camera. This is the 234/2 variant. Has the rocket launcher, 360 degrees turret, and yeah, that's basically it for the features. It's got some storage, drives around, has a turret, and this is the sdkfz 234/4. Has only a few degrees of movement, as I said, just like the real one, and has a little camera for sniping, I guess. Whatever you want to do. You can do it in third person or first person, whatever's best for you. Now here's a demonstration of me driving some of the others. I had, sometimes you can jump on these, but I was really struggling on this hill. Yeah, I will accidentally demonstrate how to use the jack, because I will end up crashing. Actually, no, this wasn't a drive test. This was me comparing this to my original one that I made on my Defender fin count when I was earlier making pumas. And you may or may not notice there are some significant changes. Like the turret is bigger on my newer one and actually moves, unlike the old one. And the old one has a piston for the rocket launcher, because I actually switched to tires because they can take hits from rockets better than the pistons do. The pistons are just one shot. Sometimes the tires are one shot, but it kind of depends on where you hit. The splash damage does blow up the piston, but I made it collapsible so you could fit it into one of my ships I will do a video on called the Trooper. A pretty cool ship that I made myself. But yeah, this is the old one. It's not as maneuverable or fast. Doesn't look quite as close to the real thing, I feel, as my new ones do. Also, these hinges, the new hinges, at least, well, not so new anymore, but they were really helpful in making the new one work how it does. But yeah, I think I end up driving now, and I do end up accidentally crashing into the old Puma. And yeah, I will get back to you when we're there. My apologies though, during this video, I have been, this has been pretty decently long video, so I do end up getting a little tired and unenthusiastic about recording. But if you do like this video and you do like these pumas, consider liking. And if you want to watch more of my space engineers videos or want to see more of the vehicles I make, I plan on making more Star Wars and World War vehicles. Subscribe if you just want to see more of that kind of stuff. I may or may not have the comments open, but if you do enjoy the Puma, or if you think maybe there's something that maybe you would want changed or something that would be good idea to change for the Puma, let me know. I'm open to any improvements for the Puma. But yeah, subscribe if you enjoyed the video or the Puma, and want to see more. And yeah, I'll let you guys continue watching the video. Here we are, we meet again, and not in the brightest circumstances. Here's where we crash, break the front axles and wheels, and then I get to demonstrate the jack. You grind it down, and I do forget to grind down the tire. My bad. But normally in survival, you would take the jack, put it down, build or weld back up whatever you need to, and then add the tire, and then take the parts from the spare tire and weld it up together. Here I place a block so we have a spot to place the jack without the ground interfering. Normally you'd have to weld that up, so I would recommend bringing spare parts in the cargo containers for it, because when you grind down blocks you do lose a few parts. At least, actually, I'm not sure if you can do that with, if it works like that with pistons, because I think you might be able to get all the parts back, but I do know you can't get like power cells and stuff back from batteries and hydrogen engines or whatever. But here I just raise the jack, and then I just grind down whatever's in the way, and then I will add the new wheels. And now we are trying to place the wheels. I'm trying to make sure we put the right side wheels on the right side. And then when you're done with the wheels, you can weld them up using the spare. You want to grind down the jack. Make sure your vehicle is braked so it doesn't roll down the hill without you. But yeah, you want to fix it. The unfortunate thing will be that when you place the new tire on, it won't have the same, or the new wheel, or not wheels, axles. It won't operate like the others. Like, it won't have the top speed or strength or whatever. So it may drive a little wonky. As you can see here, the front kind of slouches down a little bit. But it's just in case you break something that you'll need to do this stuff. But yeah, these are my Pumas.